Alright, welcome back to Flight Sim 2024 and welcome back to the Azurpoly Transall C-160, although slightly different because this is the, I think they're calling it the renovated version, which now gives you full-on native Flight Sim 2024 support and overhauled graphics and a couple of extra things like the TDS and the PMS GPSs are now available inside the cockpit. And we also have some different variants now. So we've got the renovated one, which has some new avionics and stuff available, and the classic one, and you also get now this probe. Is that a refueling probe? I think it is. But it's been a while since I flew the C-160, and I sort of missed this update. I don't actually know when it came out, but when I saw it today, I was keen to jump in and do some flying. So welcome back to the Neofly series as well. This is episode 54, if I remember correctly. Or was it 53? Maybe I should check, that's kind of important. It is 53, my bad. And we're on the ground here at Durban King Sharka, where we landed in the previous episode. And as you can see, that Turkish 330 is still there from the previous episode. It is the same day, just a little bit later, so it isn't raining anymore, but the visibility is still pretty rough. But anyway, our first read for today, we'll see how many legs we actually end up doing. Just depends how long things go for. But our first read today takes us up to Skukuza. We're flying a sensitive cargo mission, so it means we need to land nice and gently because we are transporting wine. So looking at about a 2-hour flight up to Skukuza, and then we'll see what options we have from there. I am using Active Sky for the weather, and Beyond ATC is doing the traffic and our virtual air traffic control. So let's jump aboard and we can start setting things up. So like I said, it's been a while since I've flown this. That's kind of weird. Oh, those are both backwards. That's interesting. Okay. Right, so let's come up here. And what we need is, we're gonna switch on most things here, but we'll start with the batteries. 1 and 2. Let's get that off. And then generators, I guess, maybe we can turn them on now, it's probably fine. That's cool. We're not going to start the APU, we don't actually need it. Position lights, anti-collision lights. That's fine for now, and then we can go ahead and let's program our FMS. Okay, and what we can actually do now is load from Simbrief. So if we go to here to data, we can go down to fetch Simbrief, hit enter. There it is, FALE to FASZ, and we can hit accept. Oh, IRS is not aligned. I think we need power to actually do that. So I think we're gonna have to fire up the engines. Maybe we should just do the APU because I'll have to call ATC and stuff to start up. So let's open that. Speed air can come on. And then up here, is it this one? Yes. Right, now we have power and our IRS is aligning. Okay, good. So I wonder if we have to actually wait for that to finish. It seems like we do. Oh, there we go. Cool. Now we have a flight plan, and we actually have our legs all in there. That's really cool. Okay, Okay, cruise altitude today is 150. And QNH should be 1024. Very nice. Okay, we have our map. And let's actually get this on. I just want to check the fuel. That's actually oh, it's FS2Crew that assigns the fuel very strangely in this aircraft. So we actually want to be, everything's in tank B. So we'll do that, and then if we need to, we can transfer from C into A if we need any of that fuel. But plenty of fuel on board, so we should be fine. Then I think we can call and ask for clearance and then get started up, I guess. Okay, so ground is 121650. Oh, and here's our TDS 650 as well. Okay, we need to do radios. Where are the radios? Oops. Did we do it through here? Yes. So 121 650 for column 1. Then we'll be going over to tower 11845. Okay, so we can stick that in there and we can use the transfer to flip that over. I guess we can call that up on this side as well. That'll also be useful. Cool, that's done. I'm going to keep this here because they're going to give us an initial altitude actually on our clearance. Sounds like there's aircraft moving around behind us. Oh, and we are flying a charter technically for Sapphire today, so we are Sapphire 592. King Shark ground, good afternoon, Sapphire 592 on the cargo apron, ready for IFR clearance to Skakuza.
King Shaka ground, expect runway 24. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line, then expect radar vectors leave for SAS squawk 1012.
Yeah, expect runway 24, initial climb 6,000 feet, and then expect radar vectors and squawk 1012. Sapphire 592. Okay, so let's come here and just change that to 6,000.
Sapphire 592, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Call you back, Sofly 592. Okay, then. I think there's an aircraft. Oh, they're taxiing all the way out to 24, I guess. So this is our transponder. So we'll leave it on standby for now. And she said 1012. Civilian. Cool. Mode A. Oh, mode 4. I don't think we're using mode 4 because we're on civilian, right? Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, she said pushback or engine start, which means I guess we are ready. Now we'll just say we're gonna start. And ground Sofly 592, we are ready for engine start only.
Sofly 592, startup approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Startup approved, Sofly 592. Cool. Let's go ahead and fire up the engines. So we need to be startup. These need to be on start. Like so. Fuel pumps we're on B because there's nothing in tank A. And then we'll start the left engine first. Weird that I have no sound.
All aircraft be advised information Juliet now current. JDCL 1024. Bye-bye. Over to tower 118.45, Sofly 273.
Okay, starting up engine 2, and that Sofly has just been handed over to tower, so we should see them take off shortly. And it's starting to rain again. Let's actually just go close this maybe. Oh, there goes Sofly. I think we missed it now. We'll close up because of the rain. Yeah, I think we missed the 737 going out. Okay, let's set our flaps for takeoff. No, there comes the 73. There it goes. Very cool. Okay, that's done. We can switch off the APU. taxi lights, and I think we're good. Okay, that actually helps quite a bit. There goes Sapphire. Right, we're all good here. Let's call for taxi. Sapphire 592, ready for taxi.
Sapphire 592, runway 24 taxi via November, Alpha, Mike.
Runway 24, taxi via November, Alpha, Mike, Sapphire 592. Okay, so that means out of the cargo apron. We're on to November, so then we turn left on Alpha. And then all the way down Alpha, and Mike is right at the end where we hold short of the actual runway. Okay, then we'll stay runway heading, so we'll just double check that that heading bug is synced up once we get to the, or once we line up on the runway. And we just stay runway heading, we level off at 6,000 if we get there first, and otherwise we're just waiting for further clearance, and then we'll get vectors as well. Pretty quiet today in terms of other traffic. Okay, we got a fairly long taxi out to the end here. Again, engines are still on idle, and the condition levers on whatever the lowest is, and we are just taking off. Okay, the other thing I should actually do is set these to normal now. Okay, 25 knots we're doing, so we're okay. Below 30 is probably where we want to stay.
Safari 592, contacting Shaka Tower 118.45.
118.45, Safari 592, good day. Okay, what I want to do as well then is queue up the next frequency, because that's going to be tough. So 125.750. So I think we'll just get to the hold short point here. Okay, 125.750. So that's quick to change over, and we'll put this on altitude. That's good, okay. Devon Tower, good day, Safari 592, runway 24, ready for departure.
Safari 592, King Shaka Tower, wind 225 at 6, fly heading 240, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Safari 592. Rain just cleared up a little bit at this end. A little bit, it's still raining. Okay, let's just tweak that heading bug. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Airspeed's alive. There's 100 now. The rake is coming up. Flaps up. .75, Safari 592, good day. departure, good day, SFA 592, passing 1,500 feet, climbing 6,000.
SFA 592, Durban departure, identified, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, SFA 592.
SFA 592, turn right, heading 360.
Right, heading 360, SFA 592. It's quite a big turn. Coming through 5,500. We're cleared to a flight level, so we can go and set this to standard.
SFA 592, turn right, heading 055.
Right, heading 055, SFA 592.
Clear direct full compared to resume mode navigation.
Direct Charlie Fox, SFA 592. That's a very awkward turn he's just given us. So let's get turning in that direction.
SFA 592, contact Johannesburg Control East 119.9.
119.9, SFA 592, good day. Johannesburg Control, good day, SFA 592, passing flight level 850, climbing flight level 100.
SFA 592, Johannesburg Control East, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 140.
On to flight level 140, SFA 592. Okay, lots going on. Speed's still good. We're climbing at 2,000 feet a minute. 200 knots. All good. takeoff, we're going up to 15. Oh, that is the pressurization, which I forgot to do, which is here, which I still don't really know. How to set this. I need to look that up because it only goes up to 14,000, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to set it to because we're going above that. Anyway, I'll check that out. It's not the end of the world on this flight because we're flying cargo, but still. Okay, we're gonna level off at 14, yeah? There's 14. So I think, see, because we're going west, there's north there, and we're heading this side, so that's why we're on an even number. Once we turn here at Greytown, they'll clear us up to 15. We hope. Otherwise, we'll just ask. There's our pressurization problem. Okay, and there's our right-hand turn at Greytown. Okay, not quite. 6 miles. Okay, now we're on our way to Jerax. SFF 592, request altitude change, flight level 150.
Safir 592, roger, climb to flight level 150.
On to flight level 150, Safir 592. Turn right heading 170, climb to flight level 150, Safir 592. Now in reality I would ask why on earth he's giving us vectors. All the way to 170. That's basically taking us back. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We need to cruise on, but I am going to cut the video there for a bit. We're going to cruise along at 15,000 feet for the next hour and a half or so, and I'll join you again just now as we prepare for our descent into a cloudy Skakusa. Okay, we're about 50 miles out. I think we can start our descent here pretty much now. So...
Safir 592, Johannesburg Control West. Expect
oh, there we go.
RNAV runway 35.
Expect radar vectors for the RNAV runway 35, Safir 592. I don't know if we can technically do RNAVs. Let's go here. How do I choose one? Why don't you click this? Wonder, because we can go up here. There's another aircraft out there. We can certainly go in here and load up the RNAV 35. actually flying it though is the thing. It somehow seems like we are. It hasn't done anything here.
Wing 261 Hotel, turn right, heading 050.
Turn right.
I think we're following it.
050, Wing 261 Hotel.
Yeah, there we go. We are indeed. That's on GPS, and that's, I wonder if, because that's on FMS2, but it was following this as well. Interesting. Anyway, definitely on the RNAV. I think we can ask for our descent now. That's FA592 ready for descent. Jeez. Okay, Skukuza weather says...
Sofia 592, Skukuza landing runway 35.
Runway 35, Sofia 592. Okay, 28 degrees, 112 at 10 knots, and scattered clouds at 3,700.
Sofia 592, expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 35.
Radar vectors for the RNAV runway 35, Sofia 592. You've already told me that, just let me descend, please. So I don't think we can actually load it up in here. So I think you would click this and it would give you options, or at least if we did that. But it's following this GPS, which is kind of cool. Actually gonna save a view that specifically comes up here. Sure. SFA 592, we are ready for descent.
Sofia 592, roger, say new altitude.
Cancel altitude change, Sofia 592. Okay, so they just don't want us to descend, which is very interesting.
Sofia 592, roger, altitude change request cancelled.
Actually fold this out. We should do that next time for sure. I don't remember this being a thing before, although it might have been. it's just saying LNAV and vertical. I don't know about that, to be honest. SFA 592 request new altitude 5,000.
SFA 592, I didn't get that altitude. Say again altitude.
It would have to be, yeah, it should be odd. 6,000 feet, SFA 592. Maybe they want it to be even, because we are going to turn left.
SFA 592, I didn't get that altitude. Say again altitude.
8,000 feet, SFA 592.
SFA 592, you broke up. Say again altitude.
8,000 for SFA 592.
SFA 592,
Okay.
you broke up. Say again altitude.
Flight level 100, SFA 592.
SFA 592, unable flight level 100 at this time.
Now, hang on. Yeah, we're coming up. We're actually starting the turn already. There's no ways we're gonna make it. I mean, the airport's over there. I think I can see the runway even. No, that's not it. Okay. I am going to take matters into my own hands here.
Link 261 Hotel, Johannesburg, Control West. Expect orbit 1 Charlie,
Didn't
runway
expect it
03
to
right.
descend that quickly, my word.
Expect orbit 1 Charlie, runway 03 right, link 261 Hotel.
There's the runway there. Okay, this pitch control is notoriously difficult to deal with. Also, it resets your heading when you engage heading mode, so we're gonna have to do all that again. Okay, we can descend a little quicker. Okay, lights on. maybe it's something to do with Kakuza, because I'm just thinking, actually, the last time we had an issue like this with Beyond ATC was also coming into Kakuza in the Honda Jet. It put us on a vector that took us all the way into Mozambique. And that time I kept hoping it would sort itself out, and this time we're sorting it out ourselves. Okay, I'm gonna go direct to this waypoint now. So SZ2F1. It's Kakuza QNH 1023.
Wing 261 Hotel, climb to flight level 400, vectors for Johannesburg Airport.
Climb to flight level 400, link 261 Hotel.
Wing 261 Hotel, orbit 1 Charlie, runway 03 right. Report ready for descent.
Orbit 1 Charlie, runway 03 right, ready for descent, link 261 Hotel.
Wing 261 Hotel, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, link 261 Hotel.
Wing 261 Hotel.
Yeah, just
clear
keeping the
direct
power up
orbit.
as we level off here.
Resume on navigation.
Kakuza doesn't even have a
We'll head
tower
direct
as far as I
orbit
know.
and resume own navigation, link 261 Hotel, thanks.
Okay, and as soon as we have the airport in sight, we can go visual. I'll start bringing the speed back. I think I can see the airport. Okay, flaps good, gears good, lights are set, runway's in sight. We come in over Skukuza rest camp here. Oh, we're slightly to our left hand side. Thought that would happen, but it's not the longest runway in the world. Welcome to Skukuza. What is making that noise? What's that? And it's still doing it. There we go. Okay, flaps are up. Let's get the APU starting. So hopefully we didn't damage any of our wine. That landing was a bit rougher than I intended. It takes a bit of getting used to on this aircraft. The profile is quite high, so you feel like you're higher than you actually are. Parking brake set. And let's turn off the lights. quite a lot warmer up here in Kruger. It's 28 degrees currently. It was only like 17 in Durban when we left.
Transporter from dispatch. Everything seems okay. The customer looks happy.
Okay,
Mission
so it
ended.
seems it's fine, even though our landing was a bit harder than it should have been.
Start your engine.
Right, then next, we just need to have a look at what jobs are available. Hello? Oh, it went up there. Oh, because the door's open. Brilliant. Okay, we didn't use very much fuel, so we've got plenty of fuel on board. See the whole thing squat down. Check at that. Right, so here's all the stuff that's coming up here. So while they sort that out, I'm going to go and have a look. We're touching that tree. Oh, it's very close. I think we might have touched this tree as we came through. It's very, very close. Fairly windy as well, actually. I'm gonna open this door here. That's weird. Why did this door not open? See, it's open now. But when I go outside, it closes. That's very strange. Oh, because you can open it from here now. Right. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh wow, where am I? I'm just in that little compartment. Okay. Anyway, let me stop messing around. I'm gonna go see what jobs we have going out of Skakusa, and I'll join you again in just a bit. Right, there you can see they are busy loading up our next cargo assignment,
Stand by.
which apparently is whiskey, and we are going back to Durban King Shaka. We're going to be SAF 593 on this one.
Transporter. Cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
And I think what I'm going to do on this one is just use the TDS GPS. And see how that goes.
Beyond ATC connected.
Right, let's go and jump aboard. I don't know what opening this door, where it actually put me, so I'm just gonna shortcut in here. And we'll go up there, right. Okay, so we need to close these doors. So we should be raising back up again. Yes, okay, very nice. That's cool. We can ditch the EFB. We're still on the APU. Let's come up here and sort out our flight plan. So, I mean, is there even any point? I might as well just get rid of it. Okay, we're starting off. That's Kakuza. Then our route takes us to XAKAS. XAKAS. That one. And then to Durban. That's it. Nice and easy. It looks like we can do our transponder from here as well, which is kind of cool. Right. There's no tower or anything here, so we can go ahead and get fired up. So that's on. These can go to start. That should be on start, and then right, we'll get that engine up and running. Seems like you can't have both on at the same time. This is really irritating. Okay, while we're starting up, let's call for our clearance. Johannesburg Center, SAFE 593 on the ground at Skakuza, ready for IFR clearance to Durban King Shaka.
Sofare 593, Johannesburg Control West, expect runway 35. Climb 7,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vector status. Squawk 3150.
Okay, expect runway 35, initial climb to 7,000, and then radar vectors, and squawk 3150, SAFE 593.
Sofare 593, read back correct. Push or start at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 35.
Report holding short runway 35, SAFE 593.
Sofare 593, read back correct. Push or start at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 35.
Report holding short runway 35, SAFE 593. Okay, flaps. And then I think we are good. All clear. So, nice short taxi because we're right here. Release the brakes. So I've already got the landing lights on. Bring the props up as well because we're all right here. SAFE 593 holding short runway 35.
Sofare 593, released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 14.5 Zulu. If not off by 14.5 Zulu, contact no later than 14.15 Zulu. Time
for departure. Survey 593, talk to you now. Okay, what's cool is the heading will automatically sync itself when we turn it on anyway. And we can't do it until we switch this on, so we can't like pre-prime it or anything. We are set up to 7,000. And everything looks good, so here we go. Airspeed's alive. It is a bit windy.
Nice takeoff, pilot. Have a safe, steady flight.
Okay, gears coming up. Flaps coming up. Let's trim it out. And we'll get the autopilot on. And in heading select, that's perfect. Not sure why it's diving. Centos FAA 593, passing 1,500, climbing 7,000. Okay, and they're going to give us vectors.
Sofia 593, Johannesburg Control West, radar contact, climb to flight level 100.
On to flight level 100, FAA 593. A vector going the wrong way. Wrong way is that? Is that Sabi? Sabi Sands, I think. Kakuza's just broken on beyond ATC, it just forgets about you. Right, let's just go direct, otherwise we're gonna end up flying this way forever. Okay, we're cleared to a flight level, so let's go on 013. what airport that is. That looks like a cool airport to fly into.
Soffair 593, climb to flight level 130.
Malalan. Not Malalan, Malamala. Flight level 130, Soffair 593. That is our cruise altitude. Now we should do a flight to Malamala. That looks really cool. Is it Malamala? I think one of those tarred ones is Malamala. Because that's actually off our wing now. That other one's already behind us. It's not Malamala. Actually don't know what it is. I see it on Navigraph, but it's got no name. So we might have to open this. What is it? Gowrie? Is that the one next to the dam? It is. Okay, Gowrie Airport. That's where we gotta go. What is the name of this reserve that this is in? That is Malamala there. Okay, and that's Gowrie Dam. That makes perfect sense. I can't remember the name of that reserve, but we gotta go there. That's really cool. Okay, 10,000 feet. Taxi lights and the landing lights. We never got any vectors, but we'll see what approach they give us into Durban, if they do. Why? It's all set. These are on. The one thing I did forget to do . I think that would make any difference. Interesting. Right, there we are, level at 13,000. So I haven't even set this FMS up with the new route. We're just using this one on the way back, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, we'll cruise along for another 2 hours or so, and I'll see you when we prep for our arrival into Durban. Okay, we are about, oh, we're just over 50 miles out, and so we're 57 and a half. As you can see, it's actually pretty bumpy up here. So, it's still overcast here in Durban. Actually, a pretty morning up here. But let's have a look at the weather forecast for the airport. So, Scattered at 600 feet, overcast at 3,300. So our approach is actually going to be pretty interesting here. In terms of approaches, we've got ILS, we've got RNAV, and we've got VOR. So we're expecting runway 6. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter. The winds are 0 at 2 knots. So I think we plan for the ILS and see if we can get that. We're being chucked around quite a bit up here. Mind you, it would actually be better if we got runway 24, because that would be almost straight in. And Johannesburg Controls, Safir 593, request approach change, ILS Zulu runway 24. Safir 593, we'd like to request a different runway, runway 24, please.
Safir 593, we're not landing aircraft on 24 at the moment.
Okay.
Unable runway change. Safir 593, you've not yet started your descent. Unable.
Okay, so we're ILS Yankee 06. Okay, so intercept at 3,000 feet. It is 062 course and 111.3. Okay, so I guess I can't do that now until I switch over to VOR. Can do it, okay. So what did I say? 062. Should go the other way rather. Okay, decision height is going to be 122. I'm just turning on some lights in case it's super dark under the clouds.
Radar vectors, ILS Yankee runway 06. Report ready for descent.
Okay, radar vectors for the ILS Yankee runway 06, and we are ready for descent now, Safir 593.
Safir 593, King Shaka landing runway 06.
Runway 06, Safir 593. I don't know. I think ATC's given up on us again. Okay, never mind.
Vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 2 miles.
Right, heading 245, Safir 593.
Safir 593, contact Durban approach 125.75.
125.75, Safir 593, good day. Durban approach, good morning, Safir 593, flight level 130. I have a feeling that weather's going to change a lot, because it's not what Active Sky says.
QNH1023 expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee runway 06.
And we're still at 13,000 feet. QNH1023, radar vectors for the ILS Yankee runway 06, Safir 593. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot more low-level clouds start forming from Active Sky now. We need to descend, bro.
Safir 593, turn right, heading 245, descend to 5,000 feet.
Right, there we go.
QNH1023. Expect further clearance in about 2 miles.
Okay, turn right heading 245, descend and maintain 5,000, QNH1023, Safir 593.
Safir 593, turn right, heading 295.
Right heading 295, Safir 593. That is quite a far right turn. totally said good morning. I just realized it's late afternoon. I mean, I knew it was late afternoon. I don't know why I said good morning, is what I meant.
Surveyor 593, turn left, heading 230.
Left heading 230, Sapphire 593. So where's the 3,300 feet overcast is what I'm waiting for the weather to just randomly change to all of a sudden. These little patches of cloud in front of us look amazing, and that's so characteristic of the weather out here. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna just jump to something completely different all of a sudden. I mean, whatever's happening above us is changing significantly already. Oh, there we go. Ceiling's coming down. So weird, man. I just wish I could get Active Sky to not do stuff like this. Because we just went from being below the clouds to above the clouds in that like weird stepped effect. And I don't know if I've got my settings wrong, but it seems to do this all the time. Let's come up here and let's... I don't think that actually matters at the moment, to be honest. Okay, that's already switched over to VR. That's great. And then I guess we can flip this over. Nice. So we're picking up the ILS already. Well, we're picking up the localizer at least.
Surveyor 593, turn left, heading 175.
Left heading 175, Sapphire 593.
Surveyor 593, turn left, heading 175, descend to 4,000 feet.
Left heading 175, descend to 4,000, Sapphire 593. Okay, I'll dial this up to 1023, which we actually should have done just now.
Negative, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Sapphire 593.
Surveyor 593, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet, Sapphire 593.
Surveyor 593, 4 miles from CF06Y, turn left, heading 075, maintain 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 06.
Left heading 075, maintain 3,000 until established. Clear for the ILS Yankee runway 06, Sapphire 593. And you've actually pushed me through the ILS, so I'm going to have to turn this way now. Okay, it didn't capture the ILS. That's worrying.
Sofia 593. Contact King Shaka, Tower 118.45.
118.45, Sofia 593, good day. Whoa, genius. I hope it's capturing because I can't look right now. Seems like it might be. No, it's not. Tower, good day, Sofia 593, ILS Yankee runway 06.
Sofia 593, King Shaka Tower, wind 305 at 5.
I don't think it's
Runway
capturing.
06 clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 06, Sofia 593. Right, we're doing it ourselves. I'm not sure why it didn't capture. See, this weather, man, it's so frustrating. Okay, one more notch of flaps to go. Gear flaps lights. Runway's in sight. Glide slope looks good. Much harder than I wanted.
Well, you've landed. We'll send maintenance to check the gear after you
Whoops.
park. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
So what I did there was deploy the speed brakes too early. And we definitely broke out some of our cargo.
Exit next available taxiway.
Next available taxiway, Sapphire 593. I don't know what those gates are actually called
121.65
at the cargo apron. 121.65, Sapphire 593. Because that's where we want to go, is there in front of us. Okay, 121.65. Delta apron. Delta 2. King Shark ground, good afternoon, Sapphire 593. Request taxi to gate Delta 3.
Unfortunately, gate 3 Delta isn't available at this airport. Please choose another.
Right, they don't have it. Okay. I'm just going to gate Alpha 10, Sapphire 593. We'll just pick any gate, but we'll just taxi to the actual ones that we wanted.
Sapphire 593, say again gate number.
Gate Alpha 10, Sapphire 593.
Sapphire 593, gate Alpha 10 taxi via Bravo, Foxtrot, Delta.
Alpha 10 via Bravo, Foxtrot, Delta, Sapphire 593. So this one's Delta 2 and this one is Delta 3. Parking brake is set. Jitter. There we
Stand
go.
by, pilot. Cargo unloading.
Yeah, don't think they're going to be too happy with their cargo after that landing.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo was picked up by the customer. Your mission is completed.
Shouldn't say everyone was happy, so...
Everything is on board.
Right, there we go. Back at Durban where we started a couple of hours ago. And a couple of cargo runs in the C-160. And yeah, still as always a fun aircraft to fly. I need to figure out the cabin pressurization thing and the ILS, why it didn't want to capture. So again, it's some work to get back into this aircraft that I haven't flown for a while. But that's going to bring us to the end of episode 53 of the Neofly series, and we'll see what has in store in episode 54 from here at Durban King Shark. Otherwise, if you made it all the way this far in the video, as always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you did enjoy it, if you want to follow along, you know what to do down below, and hopefully I see you in the next one.